So I'm here in Denver, Colorado, where protesters are. We're actually not at the Capitol anymore, but we police down there. You may be able to see there's police right down there in riot gear. There's been fireworks. There's been flashbangs. Yeah, it's been pretty loud. You've also had car horns, as you have had people standing in their car, putting their fists in the air. But we have riot police down here, as well as we are very near the Denver police station. And yeah, people are here to protest the death of George Floyd. I have not seen much tear gas, but
stay in the street. Stay in the street. Trust me, guys. They're popping off down this way. Just stay out here.
All right. We're seeing fireworks, and again, we can see police right there as the side of the street is closed. Again, we've seen flashbangs, fireworks all around. And this is here in Denver. It's not like the largest city in America. We're not in Minneapolis. We're here in Denver, Colorado, where people want their voices heard. And really in the daytime, we see a lot of peaceful protest. When it gets to night, sometimes you see it gets riled up, and you see firecrackers, things. And we see a lot of different things. Firecrackers. But yeah. Again, I honestly have not seen tear gas. It is past 8 p.m. and that's when the curfew was set by Mayor Hancock of Denver. But yeah, we can see SWAT down here. There was people down there earlier, and you can see it's slowly moving this way. We have police in riot gear. It looks to be like a MRAP, you know, a SWAT vehicle, and and it's starting to move this way. Again, the curfew was set for 8 p.m. Here in Denver, but it's past 8 p.m. There's obviously a lot of people out here. I spoke with a police officer earlier, and he said, you see peaceful protests in the day, and it's great to see peaceful protests. And I've seen all around the country. There are tons of protests. When the sun goes down, things can get pretty crazy, and it's getting kind of crazy out here. But again, flashbangs last night, tear gas. Was down by the Capitol, got overwhelming. We had to get out of there pretty early. Now we're seeing it a little bit differently, and we hope to continue the reporting here in Denver, Colorado, as people are protesting the death of George Floyd. But yeah, we see protesters here on this side of the street, which is closed. This is live. This is not closed on the other side of the street, moving that way. Oh, there was just a firework right there. It looks like possibly, I don't know if that's smoke down the street. I'm not sure if that is from fireworks or flashbangs. It's possible it's tear gas. But yes, it has been a rather interesting night here in Denver, Colorado. We've talked with a lot of protesters here. We're here peacefully and want justice for George Floyd. But yeah, it's gotten that may have been a flashbang, not sure. I was actually not looking that way at the moment, but yeah, things are getting pretty hectic here in Denver. As you can hear on speakers with the curfew here in Denver set for 8 p.m. But that's not stopping protesters here in Denver. But yes, it's rather interesting here as Now there's riot police. Here there's riot police.
A curfew has been issued to the city and county of Denver from 8 p.m. till 5 a.m.
This way. All right, I'm here in Denver, Colorado, where people are protesting the death of George Floyd. And the here in Denver set a curfew for 8 p.m. Past 8 p.m. Last day. Tear gas. Yeah, we're still on protest.
The wind's blowing that way, so.
But yeah, the wind is blowing that way, so it's not coming over here too much. Last night we were over closer to the Capitol, and there was a lot of tear gas, and it was overwhelming. But yes,
I just can't.
huh?
Oh, to the left. You see the big white truck in the back?
Just as long as they're like right over there, as long as they're okay, we're good.
So, as I said, we are here in Denver, Colorado. I'm just kind of repeating myself, but it's very interesting sight. So we're seeing tear gas and flashbangs moving our way. But when it comes to tear gas, the wind is blowing the other way. Before the sun sets, protests are peaceful, and there really are. People are getting their voices heard. It seems at night, yes, there is some peace, but there's also some violence where, you're seeing fireworks thrown around. So other nights we also see people driving by in cars, putting their fists out the air out the window.
Over here, just.
They just do a firework at police. A firework stuff is being thrown at officers, Denver police officers right now. Flashbangs.
Behind me.
Flashbangs are moving this way.
Stay behind me. I think that's rubber bullets.
Oh really?
Stay behind me.
All right, it seems we have possibly rubber bullets in Denver. Rubber bullets. Police department are using along with tear gas and flashbangs. Again, it's past curfew and it's getting pretty intense. Last night there was tear gas pretty quickly, but we'll stay out here as long as we can to report on the protests that, as I said, are getting pretty crazy here. It's like we just had a flashbang. We're gonna slowly move. Again, police are using tear gas, possibly rubber bullets, and flash grenades to disperse protesters. A lot of times I've covered many protests around the country, and when the sun sets, things get crazy, and it's kind of, thank you, and it's starting to kind of get that way here in Denver. But you can see protesters moving this way as police have a line. They're in riot gear and slowly moving this way. And there is, a curfew set in place. And yeah, it's been a really interesting night here in Denver State Capitol. At the Denver State Capitol, we saw at the Denver State Capitol, we saw these things going down earlier. But yeah, police are slowly moving this way to disperse protesters, and it's also pretty loud. Tonight, tear gas has not been not as much. We've seen flashbangs. We have a possibility there was rubber bullets just a minute ago. I'm not sure on that, so I'm not going to state that as a fact. But tear gas has been used. Again, it's not. And you see people wearing masks like these, but you also see people wearing full-blown gas masks. But yeah, as I said, I've covered a lot of protests, so have turned violent. But this has been a really interesting one with the use of flashbangs, and I've never had been affected by tear gas until last night. We actually have a motorcycle nearby doing a burnout. But yeah, pretty crazy. And we have a lot of people out here who are angry, and George Floyd in Minnesota. But yeah, it's pretty intense. But yeah, night is falling here in Denver. As I've talked about, there's a big pattern at the protests. Sun sets,